What up, Lurks? Peter Larker lurking, and today we're going to be answering the age-old question. Should you be able to get behind the wheel after shotgunning a couple brewskis? Ripping a couple Jaeger bombs? Taking some body shots off the not hot friend because you thought you were going to get the hot friend, but your boy got the hot friend? And now you got to take 2 more shots just to watch the belly button sweat out of your mouth? Some people can handle it, some can't. You know who you are. I found this hilarious clip of this guy telling Joe Rogan how fun drunk driving is, and Joe's just sitting there in disbelief, not really knowing what to say. So let's go ahead and get right into this.
Oh, so you want to be able to drunk drive, so that's why you wanted American citizenship?
That's not why, but I do thoroughly enjoy drunk driving. I think it's...
Really?
Yeah. Do you
Really?
drive drunk?
No.
It's the best. It's like playing a
What?
video game.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't mean blackout, but 7 beers, that's a fun little drive.
God damn, dude, that's really drunk. Like your fucking reaction time's terrible. If something happens, you could slam right into things.
No. Drunk driving is a myth.
Wow. What do you mean it's a myth? What does that mean?
I mean, the world wouldn't be better if... the world wouldn't change if it was made legal. People would not... People don't jeopardize their own safety. It's... You know, in America...
People don't jeopardize their own safety? I once burnt a hole straight through my friend's arm with a quarter because he thought George Washington would show up if we heated up the quarter and branded it on his arm. That's the worst argument I've ever heard.
America, in New York, sorry, it's illegal to drive after 2 beers. You shouldn't be commanding a vehicle if you can't handle it on 2 beers.
Well,
I'm on 2 beers right now.
that's a fair point.
It's what is it, 08 or 09?
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, that I think is low, but I think that's also a revenue collecting device.
Totally.
You know, I think
It's like recycling.
I think if you could do a test of people's coordination and after 2 beers, you would find it's really not much different than being sober. But 7 beers, big fucking difference.
Driving is simple. Think of how
But
many...
driving's not simple. If
This
something
dude's
goes wrong, you
Mario
have to make a
Andretti.
split-second decision, and your reaction time is fucked up. So a collision occurs that wouldn't have occurred if you weren't drunk. That's where it becomes a
You
problem.
sound super anti-drunk driving.
Well, if the shit hits the fan, you can't keep it together.
What shit
when you're
hits
hammered.
what fan?
If something happens in
Like
front
what?
of you, you
A
have to
deer?
slam on your brakes.
A deer?
A person, someone makes a mistake, someone goes into your lane, you could cause a collision because you're drunk where you would have avoided it if you were sober. That's a fact.
People are jumping out on the highway now? What?
No,
I don't understand this scenario.
Cars making a mistake.
Yeah,
someone coming into your
they
lane.
come in your lane. Oh, you bonked.
No, you don't bonk. You collide.
Oh, someone comes to your lane, you just bonk, it's good. I don't know who this guy is, but he's been funnier in the last minute and 30 seconds than anything I've ever heard Joe Rogan say in his entire life. Who's the real comedian? Get this guy up on the stage.
And people die. It happens all the time. Car accidents on the highway are fucking deadly. People happen all the time. You can accidentally, like Caitlyn Jenner did, push someone into fucking traffic and they get
that's
hit head
texting.
on.
Texting is
No,
way
he
more
wasn't- he
dangerous
wasn't
than drunk
texting.
driving.
He was spaced
texting.
out. Why did
She
he
was
say-
texting.
Why
Was
did
he
say
he or
that?
she then?
He was he then. Why did he say? I think he already had fake tits, but he was. Or he,
We'll give
He
him
was
that
like a
one.
bull dyke then. He had a sweatshirt on and he was like a
still had
lazy
big
dyke.
face though. He had that big face, the big man face, before he turned
He
into
was
a woman.
texting. I can't remember where I saw it.
I don't think
but-
he was. I don't think that's ever been proven. I think that was the part of the investigation. Was
Look,
they
it's
found
not going to
out.
be my main platform when I run for president, but I think drunk driving is not an issue. I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean,
Roger Avery killed somebody drunk driving.
okay.
The guy who wrote Pulp Fiction with Quentin
Big deal.
Tarantino.
There's hundreds of, right now,
People-
think of how many
people
cars are going
drunk
opposite
drive.
directions.
Right?
And we only have, what, 40,000 deaths a year?
But don't you think that people are less likely to drunk drive because they're terrified of losing their license?
Yes.
They're terrified. Yeah. So they do it less.
Yeah,
so
so they
that
have
it
less fun.
protect-
That's why LA isn't
less
fun.
fun.
It's true. The number of deaths.
Dude, that guy is an absolute jokester. I don't know who that man is, but if he's running for president, he's got my vote, flat out. I did a little Googling web search action, and then I see this article, why we should abolish drunk driving laws for safety. So I got to take a quick peek at this. That's a fair question. No, I'm not nuts. Arguable. But hey, I'm here for it. Let's check you out. What do you got to say? Don't drunk driving laws save lives? Not exactly. In 2000, the United States passed a federal law reducing the legal blood alcohol content from 0.1 to 0.08. What were the results? There was an immediate increase in the number of alcohol traffic fatalities. The increase came after 20 consecutive years of declines. Oh, okay. What is this?
Care about road safety, he says. You have a blood alcohol level of 0.08%. You're in trouble if they catch you. And since they passed that law, alcohol deaths have dropped. In fact, we have a graph of alcohol-related traffic fatalities.
Well, actually, what happened was, John, the fatalities dropped significantly from about 1980 to about 1999. This law was passed in the late 90s. It took effect in 2000.
This graph shows when the new, tougher law passed.
Checkmate.
And actually, deaths went up slightly.
Exactly.
I mean, they were going down before as people got smarter and more careful.
They were going down. They tried to lower the blood alcohol level. Boom, deaths went up. That's what you get for trying to do a good thing. Blanket BAC limits don't work for everyone. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could probably have 5-6 beers and be fine with like a point. I'll probably be chilling at like a 0.14, maybe 0.15. I'm fine, bro. I'm probably even driving better at that point. But you give a shotty 2 shots, she's at a 0.07. She's backing that bitch into a fucking telephone pole, that's for sure. Oh, here's the best part at the very bottom. 2 comments here. Great article. I agree with everything you said. Steve, I also agree. There should be different levels of DII. I got a DUI in front of my home. I had my headlight on bright. There you go. Steve had his one headlight on bright, and somehow he still got a DUI. That seems like a guy who we should trust right there. Sign it and seal it. Close the case. Drunk driving should be legal. I also found this hilarious clip of people from the 80s talking about new drunk driving laws. I think this is when they made it illegal to actually like drink in your car while you're driving. I think before this you were like allowed to drink while you were driving as long as you weren't drunk necessarily. And this is just classic.
Still, any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common this when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to be calm in this country.
The clip was posted by Pop.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Drunk driving 2024. Let's get it on the ballot. Let's get it signed and sealed. Comment down below your thoughts on drunk driving and make sure to subscribe and smash the f*** out of that like button. Until next time, peace.